to me. Yeah, talk
Okay.
to me now. Let's check it.
Yeah, there we go. I am talking to you. How's the sound?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine.
Great. Well, I'm keeping on the microphone because last time the sound was not great. So,
Yeah, it was better with that.
all right, fantastic. Now, it
Okay,
doesn't
great.
look
Can you see
like,
the numbers going up? We've got 20
oh, we got
people on,
20.
22.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to get this to where my screen, oh, maybe yep, here we go. I like it better when it's up. 36 people have joined us. Fantastic. And we haven't even officially started yet. I'm very excited. So, Kate, up to you if you want to stay on or if you want to go ahead and go, our
I'll hop
marketing
off for a
person.
little bit and leave you to it, but I'll
Okay,
be here
wonderful.
immediately.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeannie.
Oh, all right, everybody. So we're just going to wait probably until about 8:05 to officially start. I am wearing my headphones because last time we had mega sound issues. So I thought I'll just prevent it and just look like an airline pilot or something like that, or one of those, what is it, those communication operator people. That's what I feel like, but that's okay because then I know at least the sound will be better. And yes, this is my little cozy office behind me. I'm just going to chit chat for a few minutes. My cozy office, I actually do this weird screen, actually, is my microphone for doing voiceovers. So I actually do voiceovers in that, which is interesting. But it's nice to have a little cozy nook. I'm going to look. Oh, hello. Someone says hi. I probably won't be able to answer all the highs, but lovely. I'm glad people are here. And I'm glad with all the chaos going on right now, especially in Ireland. So if we have any Irish folks, I mean, that is pretty intense. I was kind of expecting that in the UK today, but not for the UK, but in Ireland, where they have closed schools from tomorrow and childcare, which that to me is the hardest. I mean, my kids are teenagers now, but having younger kids and no nursery is pretty challenging. But anyhow, I think, yeah, so for everybody who's on, I mean, this is going to be recorded and that kind of thing. Oh, is it pretty? It's pretty intense in Cyprus. They're closing schools tomorrow too. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. The university I went to in Texas, yeah, the university I went to in Texas actually just put out this thing because I get all their emails, and they're on spring break, and they've made spring break another week long. And then they're going to online classes, and all the classes. I mean, this is a huge university, and they're doing online classes for the next month after that. So anyhow, very interesting. But yeah. So again, we're going to wait until 8:05 to start. And just so you know what I am talking about today. So basically, I'm doing our skincare from a really different angle because I think it's really important to talk about our ingredients in our skincare. And the way we're doing it tonight is more about our anti-aging ingredients and highlighting those and kind of what's in our skin naturally, and then what can you put on topically. And then at the very end, as a bonus, sort of, but I was going to sort of talk about it, but now I'm going to talk about it just a little bit more, is we're washing our hands so much. And yay, we have our hand sanitizer, although I feel like everybody's run out. And it's good to do the hand sanitizer, but it's really good to do our soap. And of course, we've got our soap, which has over 2,000 pumps. I've been seeing that on all the FBOs. Instagrams and Facebooks. And I mean, that's the soap I use. I love it. And what I love about our soap is it has all those benefits of aloe, and it's just really hydrating as a soap. You're not going to feel like it strips you. However, with all this extra hand washing, our hands are getting raw, and our hands are, yeah, it's just really hard on our hands. And so at the very end, I'm going to actually talk about some of our lotions and maybe ones you hadn't even thought of that could really be helpful for drier hands. Because I think it's really a time, yes, let's promote our hand soap, but let's also promote some of our hand lotions. Because this is not one thing that we promote a whole lot, I think, within Forever, and this is a great time to do it. So we're going to talk about that at the very end. And for those who just joined us, we're going to wait until about 8:05. So give it about 2 or 3 more minutes before we go and get started. But like I said, I'm going to be talking about anti-aging ingredients and what happens to your skin as it ages, and then kind of different products. I mean, obviously our Infinite, because it's our premium range, but some of our other um, definite products that we have. And so anyhow, yeah, just maybe on the Q&A, I can't answer all of you, but since we have about 2 or 3 minutes, I'd love to know what you feel like is the most important, besides our aloe gels, yes, but what you feel like is the most important skincare product for you and your customers. It'd be great to hear while we're waiting for another minute or two. So write on your Q&A if you can. I'd like to see what do you feel like are, any important, skincare things that you use and with your customers. Yeah. Alpha E and the Infinite Set. Yes. Oh, Hannah Gregory, I'm with you. The old Sonia serum. I know. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm looking forward to Global Rally and the stuff that's going to come out. I don't know, but it will be good. The Infinite range, I'm with you all the way. I love my Infinite. And yeah, I agree. Infinite is fantastic, which we're going to highlight today as well. The Sonia kit, yeah, I agree. Well, and what I love is that we can mix and match our Sonia, our Infinite. And so if you don't get on with something, or if you have cost, issues, you can do other things, because all of our stuff is mix and match. So let's go. Biocellulose, gotta love that. Aloe vera drink, yeah, well, that's the top one, definitely, for sure. Exfoliator, deep moisturizing cream. Oh yeah, biocellulose face mask for a treat, or if you've been on a flight, I'm with you, or even just after a long day. I have it on my to-do list. Yes, my to-do list for tomorrow, because I've had a long week. Definitely. Sonia range, overnight mask. My son is using the overnight mask almost every night. Now, he wouldn't tell anybody that, but I just told everybody that. But he loves it. And so definitely. Okay, why don't we do this? I'm going to have a cup of tea. These are great answers, but then we're going to officially start in 30 seconds. So let me, yeah, I can't answer all these, but it's been great to see. Let me see if there's one or two more. It's really fun. Overnight mask. My favorite of my hubby is the Infinite Serum and Eye Cream, because I think the Infinite Serum is amazing, and the eye cream. And the Bio Mask is great for men. It sure flippin' is. It is a great mask. Okay, I'm going to close this Q&A. And we are going to get started on Forever Living skincare and anti-aging ingredients. My name is Jeannie McGinnis, and I'm excited that you're here tonight, because we're going to talk about ingredients in our skincare that help with anti-aging. And we're going to do it from a different angle, because I think it's really important if you do like product launch, or if you do, even online, talking about key ingredients is what draws people. I mean, even if you look at high street brands, they're going to promote key ingredients. And so I think it's good for you to know and even understand what some of these are. So let's go to the first one. Besides me, that's me. I have been in the skincare and beauty industry since the late 80s in different capacities, and currently have qualifications in holistic nutrition, skin and hormones, skin and nutrition, and numerous other things. And then I've just started a level 4 qualification in skin analysis and aesthetics. So that will be interesting. That's going to take me through the end of the year. And I'm also writing a dissertation on skin and nutrition. So this is very important to me. I love it. It's my passion. But let's dive into anti-aging. So what does it mean when we talk about anti-aging? It doesn't mean that we're against aging. In fact, we're all going to age, but it's more, I want to be pro-aging. I just don't want premature aging, because we all age. We just want to age well, and we want to feel good. We want to look good and feel good. And so what anti-aging and skincare is just reducing those signs of premature aging that can start as early as your 20s if you've had sun damage, or even genetically, if you have skin that's a lot drier, you can start to have signs of premature aging. And we've kind of listed these of dry, flaky skins, wrinkles, and fine lines, which is what you think of. But your skin tone and texture start to change. You get duller, more sallow, uneven. And then you have volume loss, especially in places like your hands and your eyes. And then a leathery appearance. This is really true if you've had a lot of sun damage on your upper chest and your hands. So, can we prevent it? We can't prevent aging. And there are things like your genetics and your skin type, ethnicity that will all play into things that you cannot change. There's just there's several of those factors, but there are a lot of factors you can control to prevent premature aging. And so natural aging and all those things like genetics are chronological, but premature aging comes from your lifestyle and extrinsic outside factors. For the most part, and we talk about this in our skincare training a little bit more in depth, you can control. Now, there are times when you can't, like if you have a baby, you're going to not get the sleep that you need, and you can't control that. Or sometimes you have to take that medication and you definitely feel it age you or whatever. But there's a lot of things you can, like sun damage. UVA and UVB rays, which we'll talk about in a minute, are the top ways that you can get facial premature signs of aging. That is the top thing. And so that's the top thing that you can do to prevent it, is to wear sunscreen, which we'll mention. Diet choices, whether it's too much of anything really, but especially sugar, processed foods, alcohol, all those things will speed up aging and the aging process, especially in your skin. Smoking, pollution, chronic stress, constant stress, illness sometimes. I mean, sometimes you cannot prevent that at all, but those things can contribute to signs of premature aging. And basically what happens is that your body has this oxidation process, and it happens, there's tons and tons of things that go on all at once. But when it gets too much, and that happens when you have sun damage or too much sugar or too much pollution, you get something called oxidative stress. And a byproduct of oxidative stress are these things called free radicals. Free radicals are these molecules that are unstable, and they go around, they damage things. They just damage. And that's what causes this premature signs of aging that, results in sunspots, in lines and wrinkles, in dry skin, and breaking down your skin barrier. So it's more vulnerable and a lot more flaking and all that. And so now one of the remedies and things that can help is having antioxidants. Antioxidants go against those signs of, or those free radicals, and antioxidants come and sweep it up and they bring balance. We'll talk about antioxidants in a little bit, but that definitely is a key in skincare. So here's a little thing of what happens as we age naturally. Over here, this is our beautiful baby skin, and it's smooth, it's moist, it's got ceramides. We're going to define these in a minute, don't worry. Right there in that top layer, which is your epidermis. That middle layer is your dermis, and in the middle layer you have these cells called fibroblasts. Fibroblasts have help stimulate and make collagen and elastin, and surrounding these fibroblasts is hyaluronic acid, which holds water. It's a sugar molecule that holds water. But as we age, everything decreases. So your collagen, your fibroblasts, and all of that decreases. So somebody raised their hand. I'm not sure how to answer someone raising their hand. I'll have to come back to that. Hopefully we'll answer your question a little bit. Yes, so everything decreases as you age. Your ceramides decrease. Fun times, huh? But this is what happens as we age. Another way to look at it is our triangle of youth. So basically, younger face is like this, all right, that triangle. But an older face, everything starts to pull down. In fact, your nose gets a little bigger, your ears get a little bigger, your jowls, your cheeks actually start to decrease their hands. And your cheeks start to decrease in volume, and this all just goes getting like that. So that's what happens as you age. Okay, so what do we lose naturally? Just to recap, that those collagen peptides, which we're going to define, are part of collagen and in the cycle of collagen. So we lose that. Elastin, again, that's another protein. We lose that. Hyaluronic acid, we start to decrease. Antioxidants, we start to decrease in how much is in our skin. So that's why we have to replenish so much. And lipids and ceramides. Now I'm going to define these, so don't worry. Okay, so let's talk about these, and let me get to my notes so I can make sure that I'm adding everything I want to. But so collagen, elastin, these are the two right here. Collagen and elastin are both proteins that are, you know, where I showed you that cell, fibroblast that's in the dermis. They make these proteins. Now, collagen and elastin are also in different parts of you. They're like in your lungs. They're very abundant proteins, but they're especially in the skin. And they start to deplete naturally between the age of 35 and 40, but from the age of 20, you can start to lose it. But this is what, it's also found in your hair and your nails, and so that's why you can start to have thinner hair and thinner nails, is because you're losing that collagen. And collagen in skincare products can be stimulated, or basically the fibroblasts can be stimulated by different things. So it can be stimulated by vitamin C. It can be stimulated by more collagen. It can be stimulated by antioxidants and all of that to make and produce collagen. Now, I want to also say in skincare, another thing is collagen molecules are actually quite large. And because they're quite large, we in skincare, especially at Forever, actually hydrolyze and we chop it up, chop, 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 chop. So when you see hydrolyzed collagen, what it means is we've taken this really big molecule and we've chopped it up so it can go into your skin, because otherwise it can't. It's too big. So that's something to note on collagen. Peptides, if you go back to biology and you know amino acids are, you know, the building blocks to protein. That's what peptides are. They're shorter chains, you know, tripeptides or, you know, 3, 4, 5 dipeptides or whatever. These are all shorter chains. And collagen, when it breaks down, becomes peptides, but peptides actually build to become collagen. So it's like a little cycle. Peptides in skincare kind of amplify the message to the skin. Hey, make more collagen. Come on, guys, make more collagen. So that's what peptides do in that role. And we have patented peptides, especially in our firming serum, that are award-winning. And they actually help promote, and those are one of the things that stimulate that collagen. All right, going on, elastin is that other protein. Again, elastin is kind of what you think of a rubber band. It helps things snap back. So we go back to collagen again. Collagen is like the framework, the structure. Elastin is like that rubber band, help it snap back. And think about our old rubber band. What happens to that? You know, we're trying to keep it young and supple and strong. And you can add elastin to skincare. All of these things you can add to skincare, which is fantastic. So other things that are natural in your skin. We've got hyaluronic acid, lipids, and ceramides. Now, ceramides are a type of lipid. So really, when we're talking about hydration and moisture, I want to get the difference. Hydration is water. Moisture is oils. We need both. The water comes with the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid surrounds the collagen elastin and their sugar molecules. And they hold up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. And that's what gives us that plumpness and elasticity and the hydration that we need in our skin. And we need hydration. We also need lipids. Lipids are fatty acids. Just think fats. When you hear lipids, think fats. And these are crucial as well because they are kind of like the brick and mortar. They're kind of like, they hold it all together. They hold in the water and they are a barrier, so to speak. I think an interesting thing to note here is there's something called, hang on, I'm looking at my notes to make sure I say it right, transepidermal water loss, or TEWL. And this is basically when we lose water and we lose that hydration because the lipid barrier is malfunctioning. It's not as strong as it as it needs to be. And so when we assist our own natural barrier, we're assisting keeping that water in and holding that moisture in and the water in as well. So lipids are crucial, hyaluronic acid is crucial, but a really crucial type of lipid, which is on that top layer of your skin, your epidermis, are ceramides. They're one of 9 lipids, and they're present in your skin, and that basically helps your skin from losing that moisture again. So those would be like the bricks or whatever, specifically in your skin. So hopefully that kind of explains that. So all of these things, whether it's collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid, lipids, ceramides, are made naturally, but we start to lose them as we age. But these are all ingredients in our skincare that help replenish our skin barrier, our hydration, our structure, and help stimulate all of that. So what are things that we need in our skincare products to prevent signs of aging? The first thing we need, and there's a little typo there, would be things that stimulate our natural production. So take off of things that stimulate our natural production. So things that would stimulate would be collagen and peptides. Vitamin C actually stimulates your natural production. And so of collagen. Another thing that we need in our skincare to prevent signs of aging would be things that replenish or strengthen our own skin's barrier. So vitamins are high in antioxidants. Remember, antioxidants come and calm and help eliminate some of the damage from the free radicals that happen with too much stress, too much sun, too much smoking, too much pollution. So those vitamins such as A, C, and E, they're high in antioxidants. We need those nutrients, but we need a lot of lipids as well. And those lipids are found in a lot of our botanical oils that we have in our plant oils. Then ceramides, we actually add ceramides and hyaluronic acid, to help our skin's barrier, to keep in moisture, to attract moisture as well. What are other things? So there are things that we can add that's not found in our skin, but we can add to protect us from loss and damage, as well as retain, moisture and water. So something we can add, the top thing you can do, and I go in major depth in this in our skincare training, and I think when we hit the summer and we, start to see more of the sun, I'll talk about more, but using an SPF daily, no matter if it's cloudy, no matter if if you're indoors, because when we think about protection from the sun, we think about burning. That would be UVB rays. Those are stronger. You're going to feel them. That's what, turns your skin red and you get the burn. But UVA rays are aging rays, and they're way less strong, but 30 to 50 times more prevalent. They go through windows. They go through car windows. They go through cloudy days. In fact, the other day I was cooking in the kitchen in the morning. I had the day off, didn't wear any makeup. I was probably in my pajamas just cooking, and the sun was just beating in. And I ran upstairs, put on my protecting day lotion, which is a broad spectrum SPF 20. And my husband was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm putting on my sunscreen. It's sunny." And he goes, "You're the only person I know indoors who wears sunscreen." I was like, no. Said, this is like the biggest way I can protect my skin. Plus, our protecting day lotion is very moisturizing as well. And I'm wanting to put and help my own skin barrier get that moisture. So one of the best things you can do of an added thing is to protect your skin with an SPF. I want to note when the safest SPF, because there's a lot of controversy out there about different ingredients, and we use zinc oxide. I actually listened to a podcast of a dermatologist, and they said, yes, the best SPF ingredient you can have is zinc oxide. It is white because it's a mineral. And so if that's an issue for you, which some people are like, oh, it's too white on my skin, layer it or add a tint to it. But basically, it's not going to go into your bloodstream like some others. It's not going to go hurt the coral reefs like others. and it is a natural mask. And so you're actually putting protection on your face. Okay, and then last but not least with this is humectants. Humectants, I see them like a sponge, and they have the ability to attract water to the skin, and it's meant to increase the water contact on the top layers of the skin. So it promotes moisture, it promotes water retention, all about hydration and the moisture. And aloe is a humectant. Glycerin is also a humectant, but aloe is a humectant. So in a sense, aloe is an anti-aging ingredient because it's attracting that moisture that we're losing in our own natural skin. So let's see, is there any other things on that? No, that's great. All right, so let's talk about our premium anti-aging range, and then I'm going to talk about other products as well. So for those who are familiar, because I noticed that lots of people love the Infinite. Again, side note, if you don't get on with one of the products, you can mix and match. That's fantastic. And I do want to say at one point, I think there's some teaching out there that you had to do the firming serum and the firming complex together. And if you didn't, it didn't work, but that's not true. We had that cleared with compliance. And I've always been a big, huge advocate of the firming serum, especially because it's award-winning. And so anyhow, fantastic products, but you can use them separately and they're just as amazing. But there is synergy in the set. They are created, they took 2 years, you know, to create this with science of all these proven ingredients that work together. And so there is synergy and you will see results. I would say, and we did a great, I guess it was a trial that was a month long of non-FBOs and they saw results. But honestly, with anti-aging, they say you need at least 12 weeks to really see amazing results, especially with peptides, which come in our firming serum. And so just a note, you really do need to give it several months. And I've been using it since, well, I mean, I got it earlier than everybody else, and I've been using it pretty much every day, and I won't go back because I feel like it really has benefited my skin, being in my upper 40s. So anyhow, let's talk about these products. Hydrating cleanser, full of antioxidants, high in aloe, but it's meant to be more sensitive because your skin is thinner as you age, and it's very hydrating because your skin is drier as you age. And that's really the key for the hydrating cleanser. I use it in the mornings. I also use the Sonia Daily Gel Cleanser, but I use that at night. But I love the hydrating cleanser because it is hydrating and I feel my skin dry, you know, as I'm aging. Next is your firming serum. Now, what's the difference between a restoring cream, moisturizer, and a serum? Well, our serum does not have oils, so you can actually use this on all skin types. But a serum is a lot less ingredients, but more concentrated. So you actually get a lot of one product in, you know, one ingredient or 2 ingredients in the serum. So key ingredients in this that are anti-aging are on my other page. Hang on a second. Where did I just put that? We have aloe. We have hyaluronic acid in the form of sodium hyaluronate. It's a salt version of the hyaluronic acid. We have, let's see, lipids are not in that, sorry. Peptides, yes. We have our award-winning patented peptides. Again, one of my favorite things to talk about is the fact that in Good Housekeeping, they tested 33 different serums. And this one came in number 8, and it was the least expensive of the top 10. And they saw so many results. But basically, the serum, especially because it's high in aloe, goes in and prepares the way so that the restoring cream or a moisturizer, whatever moisturizer you use, goes in deeper. I'm going to look at, just pause for a second because there's multiple questions at the end here, and I want to see if anybody is. Oh, okay. I'm black and the sunscreen, the protecting day lotion looks white on me. Mix them with foundation. I think it will definitely, you can mix it with foundation. Just add a little bit more SPF, but I think you're really doing a lot. All right. What's the difference between hydrating cleanser and Sonia Gel Cleanser? Basically, the hydrating cleanser is a milky cleanser. It's more sensitive for sensitive skin, for drier skin. The gel cleanser is a gel base, great for oily skin or combination skin. It's going to cut the makeup more. And that's why I like to mix them up and use both. And so you can use both, or if you just want to use this on your gel, it's great. But if you have maturing skin, you may want to use the cleanser. All right. I'm going to go back and we'll answer questions. Some of the questions, I won't get to answer all of them. All right, so hydrating cleanser, then firming serum. Then we're going to skip the firming complex and come back to that. And then, so cleanse, serum, then restoring cream. This is our potent, 15 potent skin conditioning ingredients in there. It's got lots and lots and lots of lipids. That's really what the key is. It also has collagen in it, are hydrolyzed, remember, chopped up. It has humectants in it, and it's high in antioxidants with all those botanicals. And so it's just going to go deep. This is what I do. You know, I use this. Again, it's twice a day, so 2 times, once in the morning, once in the evening. Yes, I use my restoring cream in the morning and the evening because my skin is drier. But you can mix and match if you want something lighter, like the Sonia Daily Gel Moisturizer. You could do that in the morning because it does have collagen in it as well. So it's got anti-aging ingredients. Then our firming complex is our only beauty supplement, and it's 2 tablets, 1 time a day. Do it with your daily shot of aloe. But this is a beauty supplement, but it's a skin vitamin. That's really what it is, because it's got skin-loving ingredients. So it has collagen in it, which, remember, collagen is not just in your skin. It's also in your hair and your nails, and it's all over. It's a very abundant protein. So it's going to help support and stimulate that. It has French melon. French melon is one of my favorite. When you research it, it's a super antioxidant. So it's not just an antioxidant, it is a super antioxidant. So that's one of the vitamins that you're taking in, or one of the nutrients you're taking in this vitamin. It's got ceramides in it, and it has vitamin C in it. So ceramides, again, helping that skin barrier function, and then vitamin C helping stimulate and support your own collagen thing. So this is our Infinite by Forever Premium Anti-Aging Range. Let's go on and look at, go back. We're going to look at a few more products. So I want to say in summary that because aloe is in there, but there's usually at least one other ingredient, pretty much all of our skincare, except for maybe 1 or 2 masks, I think, but even there probably is something. All of it has anti-aging ingredients. It's just knowing what those ingredients are and which ones are a little bit more geared towards that. So let me go through a few of our other products. So say that someone wants a little bit extra on the moisture end, or doesn't get on with the restoring cream, and that's okay because we can mix and match. We have our classic Aloe Deep Moisturizing Cream. So what does this have in it for our anti-aging? Hang on, let me get to it. It's high in hyaluronic acid. It's got peptides, and it has ceramides in it. So this is a nice, rich cream. Now, here's one thing, you know, I've been studying about is actually if you have really dry skin, or if you're really seeing the effects of premature aging, you can double layer. So if you wanted to use this or use this one at night, you can. All right, so that's another option. Our Awakening Eye Cream, this is definitely geared towards more anti-aging. Fantastic eye cream that's not greasy. That's what I love about it. It's dual action, so you can do under on this very delicate. This right here is actually where you're going to lose the most volume first on your face, and it's going to get the thinnest. So you have to be very gentle under your eye. And when you're puffy or when you're dark circles, it just means you don't have the hydration and the moisture that you need. So this has ceramides in it. What else does it have? That collagen peptides. I'm sorry, it doesn't have ceramides. It has collagen peptides, antioxidants, humectants. So it's helping draw in that water and keep it there. That's what the Awakening Eye Cream is. But I love it because I see pretty instantaneous results, especially when I have a bit of puffiness. I'll put it on my hooded eyes, and within about 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, it's just smoothed out, which is really fantastic. So Then we've got our protecting day lotion. I've already kind of talked about it, but it's got a lot of lipids in it as well. It also has a mushroom extract, which is what you call an occlusive. Occlusive is like a sealant. So this kind of works with your skin's barrier function to help seal in, which is great. So that's what this is all about as well. And it's your SPF. So this and the aloe sunscreen, which you can wear on your face, is an SPF to protect your skin from that first point of call of protecting yourself from premature aging signs. All right, then we've got Alpha E Factor, our unsung hero, because this is a skin vitamin. And what makes it so amazing, I mean, it has aloe in it, so it's got the humectant, but it is just full of antioxidants. So it's got A, C, and E, vitamins A, C, and E, which are high in antioxidants. And then it's got the lipids, like beautiful lipids, like borage oil, which is one of those rare types of oils that just help bring balance in your skin. And so this Alpha E, just, you can add it to moisturizers. You can use it as a moisturizer if you wanted to, especially I think if you're really dry. You can just do it on dry areas. You can do it on the ends of your hair. You can do it on your cuticles. You can, this is my, even on your lips. You could do it on your lips. And so this is a great extra moisturizer that has a lot of anti-aging benefits. R3 Factor. Now, this is another unsung hero that actually has a lot of good things to protect you from environmental stressors. It's a lighter cream. But let's see, it's got lipids in it like apricot oil, which is kind of like the mushroom that's in the protecting day lotion, occlusive. It's something that seals. So this is very sealant, so to speak, on your skin. It has squalene, which is a lipid as well, a plant-based lipid. It's high in antioxidants. It has collagen, and it's just really fantastic for your skin. And so this is just a very, one that probably we don't talk about enough, but R3 Factor. Little side note, because Holly said I could say it, but we're excited because we're going to have a lot of fun things coming out at Global Rally. So that's all I can say. All right, anyhow, last but not least on this list is my favorite product, which is the Aloe Biocellulose Mask. I love this one. Yes, because it's got high amounts of aloe, tons of antioxidants. So basically it's just that humectant. It's all about drawing in and holding and retaining moisture and putting it back into your skin. And a little side note. So if you go to Boots, all right, there's 3 levels of sheet masks, right? You got your paper mask, which I'm like, really, is there any good in a paper mask? All right, then you have your second tier gel mask, which is okay. And then you have your third tier premium science created, like our biocellulose mask. And you look at the price and you think, wow, that's pretty expensive. But if you look at Boots, theirs is even probably way more expensive, or the same price. And ours is way better. So just FYI. Yeah. So it's got lots of antioxidants. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. So again, this is all about moisture that you can use on all skin types because there isn't oil in it. So if you have oily skin, you're not going to have to worry about that because it's all about the hydration and holding in water and with that aloe and humectant. All right. Last but not least, all right, I'm going to come back to this. So I said as a bonus at the very end here, we're going to talk about several lotions. Now, we don't have a graphic for it, but here's our deal. We are using hand sanitizer like crazy, and we're all waiting for our hand sanitizer to come back into stock. I was just grateful I had like 2 bottles of it, like foam bottles. And I used it like crazy before, but now we're all using it. But it's better to use our soap. And what I love about our soap is very moisturizing, over 2,000 pumps. So there's a lot in there, but it's highly moisturizing. And of course it's got aloe and all the beautiful benefits topically that aloe provides for your skin and bringing balance to your skin. But even there, when you wash your hands a lot, they can get more sensitive and they can dry out because we're losing some of that skin barrier, that transepidermal, water loss is happening and all of that. And so I think it's always great to moisturize. And I I've always moisturized my hands and my feet actually on a daily basis. And so I think this is something we can encourage as FBOs. And I'm seeing this out on, you know, social media, which is fantastic. But here's a few just for our hands and our feet. And a lot of these lotions can go on your face as well, though I prefer them actually on our hands and our feet. So we've got our aloe moisturizing lotion and our aloe lotion. Now these two almost look the same, but they're not quite the same. The aloe moisturizing lotion and the aloe lotion, what they have in common is they both have collagen, they both have elastin, and they both have a lot of antioxidants and an incredible amount of lipids. So they're getting all these anti-aging and benefits, but those lipids and the antioxidants are really what's going to help with that drier skin. So the difference is aloe moisturizing lotion is heavier in texture. Aloe lotion is a lot lighter in texture. And that comes down to preference. So I was talking to Holly about this, and Holly's like, I like light lotions on my hands. And I'm like, I like heavy lotions, actually. I want it to sit. I just feel like it, you know. So it really is on preferences on these kinds of things. So those are two lotions that you could use. R3 factor. So this is actually Holly's favorite hand lotion, which surprised me. But then she was like, look, it has all that, you know, the apricot oil in it and the squalene. So it's really going in and moisturizing, but it's actually got a really, really light texture. And so it's a very fine lotion that has a lot of protection, which is fantastic. But my favorite is the propolis lotion or propolis cream. That's my absolute favorite. It is on my bedside table. This is what I put on my feet and on my hands or any dry areas. And what I love about it, of course, it's got tons of lipids. So it's going to help with that skin barrier function, holding in moisture, but it's got propolis. And propolis is, if you know anything about it, which I'm sure you do, but, you know, tree resin, to protect a tree produces tree resin, and bee comes and collects that tree resin, takes it away to the hive, creates bee magic, and makes propolis. And then they put propolis all over their hive to keep it sterile and clean and keep the bugs out and keep the bad guys out, so to speak. And so we captured that bee magic and put it in our lotion. So to me, if we're having to, you know, wash our hands and all this and keep them clean, I think you're just doing an added benefit when you use the propolis on top of that. Now, don't go sell out on this because I definitely want my propolis too, and I need to order some more. But, you know, anyhow, love propolis. That's my favorite. This is what I put on my hands, and I take it with me. I put in little travel things, and I travel with it. So it's my favorite. And then the last two, as we mentioned, the Alpha E, I think this is really good. If your hands are just really getting it, this, I think, is very soothing on the hands. It's a skin vitamin, and it's meant for the dry patches. And it's like, I mean, it's fun at our skincare trainings. I actually go around, because a lot of people haven't tried it. So we're like, you want to try it? Sure. And it feels a little greasy right at first, and all of a sudden it just absorbs into the skin. So within about 2 to 3 minutes, it's great. I know men who are balding who use it right there on their forehead because it really protects them. They can use it after their shave. And that's fantastic. So it's such a multi-purpose, but then you can add it. You can, if you're like, I just need a little bit more, you could add it to your R3. You could add it to your aloe lotion. You can add it to your propolis. You can add it to your moisturizer. That's what I love about this. And then last but not least is aloe jelly. If you're really hurting, this is a great soothing thing. I would put moisturizer on top of it for sure, but I think aloe will go in and really soothe, because I have seen on social media some people with red hands, you know, from all the hand washing, but I'm like, let's keep going with the hand washing, but let's also moisturize and protect our own skin barrier in the process. So I'm going to move on and look at questions. So I probably won't get to answer all of them, so please forgive me if I don't. When would you use the R3 factor in the cleansing routine? I would do this one as your moisturizer or under your moisturizer. So you would cleanse, exfoliate if you exfoliate, use a toner if you do that. The most simplistic, at least cleanse and moisturizer. So you could use it as your moisturizer, or use it right under your moisturizer, but it is a moisturizer. It is quite light. How many pumps in the aloe hand soap? I bet you a bunch of people can answer that. I know it's over 2,000, but I couldn't tell you the right amount. But if you start looking on social media, you'll see, and then of course it's on our website. So I can't tell you the exact amount, but it's over 2,000 pumps. It's a lot. I like the propolis for my hands. Me too. It's just amazing. Mix the jelly with propolis as a foot mask. What a great idea. I've never thought about that actually. Mix the jelly with the propolis. Fantastic. Okay. Does the R3 factor remove dead skin cells? Yes, it does. Just very lightly, because of the apple in there. It's going to help remove it and renew and restore, but it's not intensive. I often get asked if our collagen-based products will help thicken hair. You know, we can't make any claims or promises, but collagen is found in your hair. So if you're taking a supplement, it doesn't hurt to see if there's some help. I've heard testimonies, but you know, this is where we can't make any claims at all. Okay. I use propolis over moisturizer to keep windburn on cheeks at bay. Oh yeah, seriously, propolis is just a good cover. Can you use the R3 together with the Infinite Serum and Restoring Cream? Sure you can. You can totally layer. If you want to layer, you can totally do it. That's great. I mix the jelly and the propolis as a hair mask. Whoa, that's cool too. See, look at that. See, that's what I love. Because we're an aloe company and a lot of our products, the top thing is aloe, you can do a lot of mixing and matching. Which is skincare is vegan friendly? There are a bunch of lists. So you're going to have to go onto the Forever website and dig around a little bit. They have lists about vegan friendly, because like Alpha E is vegan friendly, and that kind of thing. But I could go on all night for that one. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Can't make any claims, or I have to be really compliant when I say, so I can't answer some of this. I mix all 3 moisturizers and the aloe for a great body cream. Well, heck yeah, go for it. That's what I love. You can mix all this stuff together. Yes. Okay. There's probably not a whole lot more that I can answer here in terms of being compliant and that kind of thing. Definitely, you know, if you have any other questions, it'd be great to see. What would you recommend? Oh, hang on a second. Do you have to use a whole infinite set to see a result? That's a great question. There is synergy in the set. You will see results if you use all of it. However, if you can't, you know, if something doesn't suit you or a cost or something like that, you can mix and match. And the beautiful thing is we do have anti-aging ingredients in most of our skincare. And so I think if I were going to highlight at least one in the infinite, it would be the serum. I think the peptides in the serum are fantastic. And I think that's one thing that you could add. So if you do the Sonia, I would add the serum to it because you're going to see results. And remember, you need to give it 3 months. What would you recommend for neither dry or greasy skin? That would be combination skin. I would recommend, it just depends on your age, if you start to see signs. But you could do the Sonia Daily Gel, moisturizer, cleanser. You're going to have some anti-aging ingredients there. I would add the serum to it. Yeah, so difference between the aloe scrub and the exfoliant. This is not really anti-aging talk, but the scrub itself is just jojoba beads, and the exfoliant actually has Korean bamboo extract added, so it gives it kind of a sandier, finer feel to it. Okay. Are we ever going to have the Sonia Nourishing Serum back? I don't know. But we'll see what happens at Global Rally. I'm waiting with you. And now we're all going to be watching it online, except I think I'm going somewhere where there's not Wi-Fi on that day. So I'm kind of bummed about that. But I think I'll probably find out what's happening at Global Rally. We don't know. All right. Any other questions? I think that may be it. It was lovely. What's the best anti-aging cream? That's kind of what this whole thing is about. And I really didn't tell you the best one. I think it's a combination. If you use combinations, you're going to do well. And we have a lot of different options. Of course, our Infinite is our premium anti-aging range, but I think a lot of them have anti-aging ingredients. So, oh, are all the skincare products suitable for sensitive skin? You know, every person is bespoke and different. So when you say sensitive, it just depends. And I think that's why we say do a patch test for someone who's really sensitive. But something like the hydrating cleanser is really meant more for sensitive skin. But like I said, always do a little patch test. And if someone is really sensitive to like on the back of the arm or behind the ear, that's a real one, but at least on the hand. What's my favorite ingredient after the aloe, of course? Okay, aloe. I love aloe. I think my favorite ingredient after aloe would be the peptides in the serum, just because I feel like I've seen results. I feel like they're pretty amazing. I think the Centipede Cunninghamii, even though it has a pungent smell, that's in the restoring cream. It's known to reduce the depth of the appearance of wrinkles, and it's also known as the wonder weed. That's also an amazing ingredient, though it doesn't smell that great. Yes. Did you say the firming serum works without the complex supplement? Yes, it does. And we have that cleared with compliance, and that is correct. You can use them separately. So if you had, you know, didn't get on with something, you could take them separately. You do not have to use them together. That was not accurate if you heard that. When do you use the activator? Well, the activator is 98% aloe vera. It's 100% pure aloe, but it's 98% aloe vera with comfrey plant added to it. And you can use that as something that's soothing and refreshing. If you don't get on with the jelly, use that because it's a lot lighter. And I have found with people with really unbalanced skin, they could use it and just put it on right before a moisturizer. Cleanse your skin, then put it on. It's just really soothing and refreshing. And then you would also use it with the powder mask, 50-50. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to leave it at that because we need to wrap it up. But thanks for having me. I loved it. And hopefully this gives you a few more handrails for talking about our products. And so, oh yeah, here we go. Just a few more questions. I feel like we could go on with questions. I found the Infinite Hydrating Cleanser is not strong enough for a makeup remover. What do you suggest? I would say this is what I do. I use the Infinite Cleanser in the morning when I don't have makeup on because it's very hydrating. But in the evening, I actually use the Sonia Daily Gel Cleanser because it cuts the makeup. And you can do a double cleanse. And you can actually even get cotton wool and do it over your eyes. Just be careful and that kind of thing. How can you find out how much aloe is in each product? You've got to actually email or call FBO support. Yeah, and they would probably have to go research that one, you know, because I don't know if they even have the exact percentages. Oh, what skincare product has the most aloe content, balancing toner or aloe activator? Aloe activator by far, because it's pretty much aloe. It's 98% aloe. Balancing toner has a lot of it, but balancing toner I love because it also has hyaluronic acid, which is fantastic for your skin. I think a really good product. So that's my personal favorite. Okay, I think we're gonna call it a night, but thanks everybody. And hopefully we'll see each other again on a webinar at some point. All right, and I'm going to exit.